Kind of like getting a perspective of someone who's like really smart. So kind of like me giving someone in high school advice. It's like it's just easier to slow down for him. So he's helped it slow down for me.
So can you pinpoint a moment this year where your brain helped you react to a play that maybe a year ago you wouldn't have identified? Or can you think of a moment that stands out this year that you did something that maybe a year ago you wouldn't have done?
I would just say like understanding the way our defense, we have a one high defense. So on that interception, the first one against Nebraska, when I was lined up on number 3, a team would try to attack one high defenses by running number 3 across the formation.
Right.
So when I saw Wanda Robinson push me vertical, I knew that he wasn't going to push it into the safety. He was going to break it off. So I was able to anticipate that and then make a play on that, undercutting that for interception.
And you had him man all the way, right? You ran with him and back.
Yeah, man's man.
What is it like to break on the ball like that? I mean, to trigger you and.
I think when you have an idea of what's going on, or like you kind of are able to anticipate it as opposed to reacting to it, to where you're kind of playing the guessing game where you could be 100% wrong or 100% right.
Yeah. You know what you've always, I'm sure, had a very ambitious future in football, and I'm sure you probably want to play in the NFL, have that in your plan. But how much more realistic now does that feel? Does that possibility become, with your growth, with working with a coach who's been to the league? How much more real, how much more prepared do you feel to make that jump when that happens?
I think right now I'm taking like a lot of steps in the right direction, but I mean at the end of the day, I feel like we all are taking, like the whole secondary is taking steps in the right direction. Arnett's playing really great. Fuller's playing more confident than ever, and even Sean. So I would say that Coach Hafley has really helped the whole group just take steps with our confidence, with our football skill set, and just like, it's just really been a great transition.
Do you feel like you're hitting like an NFL corner?
I think that I put some physicality on film, but that's kind of what he preached. I mean, after that Miami-Florida game, Coach Mick pulled all the corners to the side and was like, you guys are going to be Ohio State corners. You guys have to come in here and tackle like Ohio State corners. Like, it's like guys before you have set like a standard of how we expect corners to tackle. So, like just going into the FAU game, like we already knew that we had to put on film that we're willing to tackle. And when you have guys that can kind of set the edge physically, it kind of just compresses what the offenses want us to do.
When you have a play like what Arnett had the other night, you came up and did their ground field, like how did that kind of go over in the film?
Coach Hafley, he was just really proud of him because I don't know that a year ago, he would have done that. So just being able to put that on film, offenses see that, like they know that Ohio State corners are willing to come in there in the run support and the tackle, and that's just really big.
Jeff, with Michigan State, a year ago to now, seems like they may be throwing the football a little bit better than they did a year ago. What else do you see from a different standpoint that might be a challenge Saturday?
I think the quarterback is I know last year I think he had a shoulder injury, so watching film he definitely looks more comfortable in his arm. And then confidence, I can speak for myself, just confidence in your body just goes a long way. So I know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the Big Ten. So I'm excited to see like what they have to bring to Columbus.
You said Coach Mick showed you film of Miami, Florida?
He went over, he talked to us about the game, and like, did you guys see the way the corners were tackling? And that's not what we're gonna do at Ohio State. You have to be willing tacklers. So like we knew going into that game that we had to like bring our best. Really.
Hey, like you were talking about like Damon and you were both triggering and stuff. You guys got into like at one point the other night, a 4-4-3 defense for want of another term. You had 4 linebackers on the field and 4 defensive linemen, and you, Jordan, and Damon. But what does that bring to the fore? You guys seem to have an option for a lot of situations at this point, right?
Yeah, our defense is like really versatile. But I think on top of that, it's also kind of it's simple, so no one has to overthink anything. So we're able to like change up the defensive looks, but like the same concepts still apply, and that makes it just easier for everyone to just go out there and play fast, as opposed to just kind of overthinking things where you might get guys out of place. Everyone knows their job because it's like whatever way you put it, the job still stays the same.